Hello, watch people. This is Hector from Winding Crowns, and today I am taking a closer look at this watch here. This is a beautiful, and I do mean beautiful, color blue diver by a company called About Vintage. Now, I first discovered About Vintage on IG. I have an IG. Follow me on Instagram at winding.crowns. That's winding.crowns. And that will be on my account. You can actually know it's me because the logo I use for Winding Crowns, the YouTube channel, is the same logo I use on that account. So that's how you know you've got me. Anyway, guys, so different watch companies come up on my feed. Some that I actually follow and some that I don't. And this one came up and I immediately followed it because I was intrigued by their vintage styling. It's a Scandinavian company. I like the fact that they have 36mm variants. If you want the smaller, wrist, you have a smaller wrist and you prefer 36. They also have the 39, which is this one that I went for, and they have a 42, I think it is. Anyways, to keep it in a vintage type aesthetic, I went with the 39. I felt that would keep it closer to what the watches were at that time, and if it's going to be vintage, I would assume that the watches back then were smaller. And I went with the 39, although it wears like a 39 on your wrist. The bezel slightly protrudes slightly from the sides, and that is a 40mm. So you are able to grab it very, very well. It wears really, really nice. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. It does not wear small. In fact, like I said, it sticks out slightly, so it wears like a 40. So you guys that can wear a Submariner all day long, you have no problems. And I like that they left it a little bit protruding because it gives it a chance to turn. And if you can listen, it's got a very nice sound to the bezel. And what do you know, guys? It lines up perfectly. I mentioned that in the unboxing, how Seiko can't get that right, that they can't get chapter rings correctly. They can't get bezel inserts. Well, About Vintage is not having an issue with that. So that is pretty cool. I also like the color of the dial on this one. I'm going to zoom in. As you can see, it's got a very nice deep blue, but when a light hits it, a harsh light, see that? Very nice, almost a teal. You get a greenish hue in the blue. And that's only when it's really, really direct light. You get a real nice shimmer and it's very vibrant. But when it's in more, if it's in a darker lighting, it actually is a darker blue. I do like that, and I do like the dark blue bezel. I like the clean design of it. I like that the bezel is very clean. I like the fact that you have the hash and numbers to 15. Then you have nothing else but open space and just a dot at every 5. You got the 30 and the 45 and the dots in between. So it's very clean, not cluttered at all. And then you have the triangle pip with the Lume pip there. You do have a single dome sapphire crystal, which I love the single dome because it has a blurriness as if it was a plastic crystal, which of course on a vintage watch that would have been the case, right? It would have been a plastic crystal, which I love that vintage aesthetic, but it's sapphire. And of course, if they had gone double dome, you wouldn't get the distortion, and you want that distortion if you're trying to go for a vintage watch. Look at the back. It is high polished and brushed or bead blasted. And it says, let's see if I can zoom a little bit more. It says About Vintage by the Skav Anderson. Has their logo. It says designed in Copenhagen. This is number 1668. TMI VH31 sweep. That means it's making it's got the Mecha quartz quartz movement that has a nice sweep to it to give it that automatic feel. But of course, being quartz, going to keep great time. The reference number or model of this one is the 1926 at sea, 20 ATM water resist. Guys, that's 200 meters. That's 660 feet. And it's a sapphire crystal, guys. And you know why that's polished right there? Why they didn't go for the whole brushed? Because you can get these free of charge engraved with your name, your son's name, or whoever you're gifting it to, Father's Day, whatever. Or I could put winding crowns there, do a giveaway, and have it engraved with winding crowns. They would have done that for free had I asked, guys. And look, they are giving you quick release. It is a screw down case back, brushed Jubilee links, and here you go. So solid end links, solid links, push pins or split pins, polished middle, and really nicely finely brushed exterior of the links, high polished on the sides. You do have a beveled edge, which is a nice touch to the buckle. Polished side, brushed top. There it is, brushed. Click it. Click it. Look, it's not going anywhere, guys. Look. Look how sound this is. Ready? I'm going to be quiet so you can hear it. It's not going anywhere. Screw down crown, guys, to get that 200 meter water resist. Look at that. Look at the dial. You have the hash marks on the inside, but you see how they disappear over here? And that's why? Because of that vintage bubbled look of the crystal. The hands are highly polished with lots of lume. That second's hand taken away there, but sweeping mostly. It is high polished with lume. It says you have the logo of 12, About Vintage by Scott Anderson at bottom there. You have in red 1926 at sea, and then way down there, right above the 6 marker, you have the 200 meters. And that's it. Very nicely done. Got some weight to it, but not too crazy. I also like this, guys. You see the coin edge? You see how it's not polished, but it's actually brushed? Easy to grip, guys. Look. Not getting any slippage, and bam. Look at that. Very even. Right at 12. I'm not disappointed. Love the size, guys. Love the blue dial. Highly recommended, guys. I believe they told me if you use winding dot crowns, which is my Instagram, you type that in and you get a discount. I want to say it's 15%. Anyway, guys, just overall, and I know a lot of you like 39 millimeter watches, so this is a no-brainer for you guys. Even the price point, they give you another, you can get another strap. They have many. I chose this, but for going vintage, I just feel that the Jubilee has more of a vintage aesthetic, and that's why I keep it on this one. Let's hit that lume, and you can see how tremendous this lume is, guys. I know you're saying, for $3.99, you know, the price point is just too low. Your lume was probably going to suck. Okay, you be the judge of that. Tell me if this lume sucks. Does that lume look like it sucks? I tell you what, I wore it all night to sleep, and I could see the time all night long. This lume does not suck. In fact, it is very evenly applied on the dial. Very evenly applied. So yeah, guys, you know, you get a lot for your money on this one. Let's turn the lights back on. Love it. Anyway, guys, thanks for being with me. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about the channel. Hit the bell icon so you're notified of the next video. Hit that like, it really does help. Helps the algorithm. And leave comments. What do you think of this watch? $3.99 plus, I believe, 15% off using winding dot crowns. Tell me what you think. Was this something you'd get? It's got nice weight, nice dimensions. Very, very nice aesthetically. think you'll like it. Yeah, I really like it, guys. Let's do let's put on the wrist, and then we'll sign off, guys. Ooh, look at that wrist roll. What do you guys think? 39 mil on a 7.5 inch wrist. Very nice, right? All right, guys. Until the next time, thanks for being with me, and remember, never stop winding crowns.